Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK Journey video. So Cyran's Raid Up banner is going to end in about 2 days time, and I would like to take this opportunity to break down Cyran's strengths as well as discuss about where I see this unit moving forward, because I think this unit is relatively game changing, and having the ability to silence the artifact of the opponent itself is gonna be relevant for quite a bit, as long as there are a lot of teams built around impactful artifacts in general. So we're gonna break down all the different users for Cyran so far, and then discuss about why I feel this unit can be really good moving forward, and also discuss about the combos with this unit. Okay, so first of all, the AFK stage pushing side, or the PvE side in general, if you were to take a look at all the different records so far, there isn't a lot of Cyran being used at the current level or the highest level of deficit pushing, because in general I think the problem with Cyran for deficit pushing would be the damage output of this character. So the damage that Cyran can do is not that big, right, compared to some of the massive carries, like obviously your Smokies, for example, like your Parisa, as well as the likes of Harak the later you go with the insta-Q ability. So this unit's damage output is a little bit lacking, and that is the reason why this unit is not that scalable as we move into the very late stages of AFK push. But if you were to look at it from another perspective, I think Cyran, on top of having damage, is also an amazing reposition unit. So obviously we have Iron in the pool right now for the Iron Almonds combo, but Cyran alone, it's basically Iron plus Almonds together, because this unit has both the reposition as well as the control ability, and also the ability to accelerate the ultimate, to spam the ultimate in the battle itself. So that's one thing which I think Cyran is better than Iron in terms of the repositioning side. Obviously Iron being able to pull off the ultimate immediately is really good, but on top of the repositioning side, our Cyran over here also has the ability to insta-Q should the HP threshold of the opponent falls low enough. So that's the added benefit of Cyran compared to Iron in terms of the reposition side. And in most cases right now, the current meta would be both Cyran together with Iron together for that massive pulling and repositioning tool to pull your enemies towards your Smokies damage output. So that is some of the most common ways of Cyran usage on the PvE side. And other than that, I've seen Cyran being used together with Sonya, where you pull everyone together and then Sonya will be able to do massive AoE damage and buff up Cyran to give him more damage over time in battle. So those are the few teams which I see Cyran being used at, although I think this character on the PvE side will become niche moving forward, because in terms of damage, I think Cyran's a little bit lacking. In terms of the repositioning side, there are a lot of competition already. So moving forward, this unit will definitely see some use from time to time for the AFK stage, simply for that repositioning niche with the control and also that ability to insta-Q altogether, right? But he won't be a top pick. So let's say if you are discussing about the PvE side, I think other than this, the other game mode on the PvE side where you would see Cyran would be on the battle drill side, where you are clearing the minions itself, right? When there's a lot of minions, that's where the AoE of Gravitic Recruit right here, as well as his AoE damage potential with Arcane Barrage together with Curse Grasp right here, will come into play. So that would be another game mode where you can use Cyran, but on the PvE side, I think Cyran is niche. Usable but niche, but then his niche is a niche which I think makes him very flexible, because the ability to pull the enemies within a larger AoE and Iron gives him the edge in situations where you need the larger AoE coverage for the control ability itself. So that's for the Cyran breakdown on the PvE side. So this next part of the video discusses about Cyran's ability on the PvP side. So this is the part where I'll say it is what it is, because right now I think the game is skewed towards the PvE side, where units like Cyran, which excels and warps the meta on the PvP side, is a little bit undervalued. But I'll say this unit is really meta on the PvP side, because it beats one of the strongest meta teams right now. And moving forward, with even more powerful artifacts introduced in the future, with more combo potentials with the different artifacts moving forward in the future, the ability to just shut down the opponent's artifact at the start of battle is really impactful. And this ability is unlocked at just Mythic Plus level 10, right? So you don't actually need him to be at a really high tier to carry you. And like I mentioned earlier, Cyran as a damage dealer is not that powerful on the damage side. So if you want to run him in the team, you can just combo him with other carries to just slow down the opponent and then have the other carries deal the damage and snipes on the enemies itself. So that's what I'm doing right here with my light bearers, because my light bearers are pretty built up on the tier side, and then we have Cyran to slow down the advances of the enemy's team, and then have my light bearer, more specifically Vala as well as Corin right here, to finish the job on the enemies, as you guys can see from the damage output. So this is where you build him around your higher stated unit and then shut down certain artifact reliant comms, at least on the Supreme Arena side, right? Even on the normal arena side, this unit is also decently good. Other than this team, I also tried him with the Koronaya team in another account. I also used him with obviously the Iron Armor's burst comp in normal arena, which I'll showcase right here. So right now, I think this comp right here is one of the strongest normal arena combo that people are running him in with your Iron Armors right here. So for me, I'm going on the offense. I'm taking out Almers and putting in Brian over here. But based on the comments that I got, I think Iron Almers, Cyran together with Brian probably some of the most meta teams in some of the earlier servers itself, because of the easy access of Cyran in the banner, right, for you to max his tiers out. So this character definitely decent to put him to the Paragon tier, but even if you don't want to put him to the Paragon tier, I think bare minimally you just need him at the Supreme Plus tier or the Mythic Plus tier for that EX weapon ability right here. And then the Supreme Plus tier will give him more stats to become a decent damage dealer on the PvP side, as well as that initial energy to start the ultimate. But then in terms of his role, right, at the bare minimum, it would be just the Mythic Recollection for his part, and that's pretty much enough for him. So that's why I decided to go with this video to let people know that, hey, this unit is not bad. It's not a unit that you want to focus a lot of resources on, but it is game changing enough for you to at least get a few copies and then put him on a wish list, such that it's easier for you to get him to Mythic Plus just for this ability. I think Cyran is there for this ability, and this ability is what is going to probably shape the meta moving forward, because if there's a team that's very artifact reliant, if you have a Cyran, you're going to counter the team. So that's how I see Cyran position himself moving forward, and that's why there's this video. Okay, so just a very simple TLDR of this unit and what this unit excels at in the current meta, and that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know what you feel about him. Are you gonna skip him completely, save all the resources for Faramore, or save all the resources for the upcoming collab characters? And I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys!